Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? Today I'm here with a very special patient, a young woman who's 21 years old and has been dealing with a granuloma for about 3 years. That's right folks, it's been 3 years and it hasn't healed. I had a feeling that after so long the pain might not be as intense anymore, probably because she's gotten used to it, and she confirmed that she really doesn't feel as much pain as she used to. But that's not normal, right guys? When we have a lesion like this with the skin exposed, we're susceptible to fungi, bacteria, and basically any kind of microorganism that can get in there and cause harm to our health. I start the procedure by examining her foot, and as you can see, the granuloma is quite developed with a considerable size, which indicates it's chronic. That means that over these 3 years it hasn't healed, likely because there was an incorrect cut made a few years ago that got inflamed and was left untreated. The patient told me that after a slightly more invasive procedure done on her toe earlier this year, the situation got worse. The granuloma grew, and now we're dealing with a lesion that, while it doesn't cause as much pain anymore, which could even be a sign that her body has adapted, is still a big issue. Now, as I work, I'll explain exactly what I'm doing. First, I'm carefully assessing the area. The granuloma is on the side of her toe, and it's quite bloody, which is typical for a chronic case like this. To start, I'm creating a barrier around it to protect the area and prevent me from touching the granuloma directly, since it's very sensitive. I'm using a micro retractor to gently lift the skin and nail, being extremely careful not to apply too much pressure. And look, the patient is doing great, which is awesome. This shows we're on the right track. The next step is to check if there are any ingrown nail tips inside. Based on what she told me and how long the problem has persisted, it's possible there's no longer a nail spur, just the side of the nail causing the issue. I'm going to make a precise cut in the area where the nail is loose, never in the part that's still attached to the skin, to avoid unnecessary pain. If I cut into the attached part like happened in the past, the pain will definitely come back, and no one deserves to go through that again, right? As I make the cut, I'm using a delicate technique to remove only what's occluded, meaning the part of the nail that's pressing against the skin and causing the granuloma. I'm feeling a slight resistance down here, which suggests there might actually be a ridge or a small nail tip that grew incorrectly after that January cut. That explains why the granuloma worsened after the previous procedure. Probably a piece of the nail was left inside, growing and tearing the skin, making everything worse. Now, after removing that part, I'm going to cauterize the area to control the bleeding and help with healing. I'm applying the solution at 25%, then 50%, 75%, until I reach 100% cauterization. This is crucial to close the blood vessels and prevent infections, since the skin has been exposed for so long. The process might cause a little stinging, but it passes quickly and the patient is handling it really well. After this, I'll need about 2 follow-up visits. Since the granuloma has been open for 3 years, the skin is very sensitive, and we need to keep a close eye on it to ensure there's no recurrence. I'll explain to her and to you that after the initial healing, we'll monitor the nail's growth. If the nail grows back and presses against the skin again, we could have a new problem. That's why I'm going to recommend using an orthotic device and cotton barriers along the entire side of the toe, from the base to the top, to create a barrier between the nail and the skin. This will help lift the nail and lower the skin, reversing what was happening before when the skin was over the nail and the nail was ingrown downward. Guys, I know how exhausting this can be, both physically and emotionally. Just imagine 3 years with a lesion like this, exposed and vulnerable to fungi, bacteria, and other microorganisms that can cause serious health complications. My heart aches to see a situation like this, but at the same time, I feel grateful to be able to help. I'm here to relieve her pain, promote healing, and ensure that in the future, she won't have to go through this again. It's a commitment I make to every patient and to all of you who trust in my work. So, everyone, where are you watching this video from today? Is there anyone from the Netherlands today? Drop a comment letting me know where you're from. I read all the comments, and recently I even had viewers from Japan. I feel so grateful to be part of a growing community around the world and to feel this connection with all of you. While we're here, I want to emphasize something important. If you or someone you know has an ingrown nail or a granuloma, don't put off treatment. The longer a lesion like this goes untreated, the harder and more painful the recovery process can become. Also, keep your feet clean and dry, avoid tight shoes, and if possible, see a podiatrist regularly, especially if you work in environments that require closed-toe shoes for long periods, like our patient here. Guys, my talk is winding down, but before we wrap up and you continue watching the video, I have a super important request. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to get all the updates. More than 90% of the people watching my YouTube videos don't follow me yet, and I really need your help. When you follow, like, and comment, you're telling YouTube that my content is valuable, not low quality or bad. That motivates me to keep making detailed, rich videos like this one to help even more people with food problems. And please share this video with friends, family, or anyone you know who might be dealing with an ingrown nail or granuloma. Together we can make a difference and spread quality information to those who need it. Looking at this patient's progress fills me with hope. In just a month and a half, we managed to reduce a granuloma that bothered her for years. This shows that with patience, technique, and care, it's possible to turn a difficult situation into something manageable and, who knows, even overcome it completely. May each of you find the strength to take care of yourselves and seek help when you need it. Our feet are the foundation of our body, and they deserve all the attention and love we can give. Keep watching the rest of the procedure and take care of yourselves and the people you love. A big hug, and see you next time.